What's up guys, Ruben from EsquireLife.com coming at you with another quick video. It is sunny today here in San Diego, and guess what? I wanted to go ahead and do another video. But the video that I'm going to do about today is not about watches. Just to let you guys know, I'm rocking my submersible with the actual military green. Look at that. Look how sick that looks. It actually matches my pants. But really quick guys, what I want to do guys is I made a modification to my Porsche. It is sunny today here in San Diego. You can actually see the reflection on the actual vehicle. But what I want to do today is I want to show you a modification that I did to my vehicle. Now, when I first bought my Porsche, I said, you know what? I don't want to modify it. I want to keep it stock. Yeah, obviously, you have the tint. That's really not a lot of modification, and it has the ceramic coating on there. But I did a modification to the vehicle to make it look a little bit more aggressive. Now, the car does have spacers in it. That was the first modification. The whole purpose of the spacers is to bring the wheels out a little bit by 10 millimeters. It's really not a lot, but it does make a difference. But the biggest feature it was missing is this car actually has ride height, adjustable ride height, basically airbags from the factory. And even though you put it on the lowest settings, it's missing. There's a gap about ½ inch. Now, what I did is I actually bought some lowering links. So I actually lowered this car for $400. Where else can you say I lowered my car for $400 without doing anything to the suspension, buying springs and all that? But luckily, like I said, this car has ride height suspension. So what I want to do real quick, guys, is I want to show you what happened when I lowered it. And you tell me, does it look better? I think it looks better. As far as the height, I did want to go a little bit lower, but one thing I noticed that it was scraping everywhere I went. If I hit a bump, if I went to the driveway, it was scraping. So I had to lift it up a little bit more. And basically what we did is we tweaked it up a little bit. And just a quick shout out, guys. I want to give a quick shout out to R&Z Concepts in San Diego. They're the ones that installed the actual lowering links, so I appreciate that. But let's look around, guys, and let's go from there. All right, guys, so really quick, just wanted to show you. The car is lifted right now, and according to the specs of Porsche, okay, I'm actually using a cheat sheet. It's on my phone real quick. Lifted, right now is in the lifted phase, I guess. The front should be at 30 1/4, okay? So you can actually see there's a big gap right there. Now, the reason why I have to do that, because I have a deep driveway, so I definitely have to lift it. I wish I would have went lower, but the thing is, it was scraping even at the highest. Now, if we look in the back also is 30 1/4. So you can actually see, I mean, look at that. I can almost stick my whole phone in there. But once again, I needed it lifted because of the fact that I need to clear, speed bumps, and I need to clear my driveway. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab my yardstick and see where we're at. So technically, it was supposed to be at 30 1/4. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so I have my yardstick. I actually went to Joann's just so I can buy this for the video. I might use it for something else after, but originally standard, guys, sorry if I'm moving the camera a lot, it's supposed to be at 30 1/4. So let's check it out. So you see it's actually at 30 inches. Okay, so it's at where it has to be. Let's look at the back real quick. Let's see the back as well. The back is at 30, and I think that's 30. Is it 30? I can't focus. Come on, focus. 30, and I think 1/8 of an inch or something like that. I can't focus. I'm trying to look to the actual camera. Let's go to the other side real quick. Why aren't you focusing? So this one's off a little bit. Oh my God, come on. Is that better? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's off a little bit, but then again, the ground's not even. My driveway's cracked, so I'm just gonna blame it on the ground. And this one's also at 30. Hopefully that focuses. All right, so I'm in the car now. Hopefully the camera's focusing. Or maybe it's focusing. I need my glasses. We'll see. Now, let me get in here real quick. Let me open the windows because the windows are tinted. So there you go, that looks better. All right, so what I'm gonna do real quick, just to show you the settings. So right now, it's on lift setting, which is the highest setting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put it on low setting. And then I'm gonna give you the actual number where it's supposed to be. I think you have to put it in drive. Give me a second. I'm just gonna put it in drive. Little toggle switches right there. Okay, there it goes, it's lowering. You can actually see the little car blinking. Once that little car stops blinking, it should be lower. Let me drive forward a little bit. I usually do the outside of the car reviews, but today I'm doing the inside of the car review. It actually looks pretty sick. Oops. There we go. It actually looks pretty sick. I think it's done. Yeah, let's go back outside. And just to show you real quick, it's actually on the it's actually on the lowest setting. So, all right, I'm gonna turn the car off. I'm gonna turn it off because it does lower itself a little bit. All right, so cool. Let's go outside. All right, so as you can see, the tire got lower. Okay, it does go a little bit lower than this. Maybe there's still air in the air compressor. All right, well, anyway, let's measure. Let's see where it's at. Now, I do have my cheat sheet again. Now, standard, let's look at the standard. Give me a second. Now, at the lowest setting at standard, you're gonna look at 28 3/16. Okay, the rear is going to be 28 7/8, so that's at the lowered standards. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my yardstick again. Oh, it's still going down, I can see it moving. So now we're at 28 and a half. Okay, 28 and a half in the front, and then we're also at 28 and a little bit, like a hair over 28 and a half. So it did lower it a little bit. I think it lowered it by an inch. I forgot the number up front, so give me a second. Let's look at the other side. Yeah, 28 and a half. And this one is same thing, 28 and some change on top of that. So it did lower it tremendously. Let me put this yardstick over here. Alrighty guys, so we're at 28 and a half. Let's see what the number was. Sorry guys, I wonder if people have crews and teams doing this for them, because yeah. Now with the lowering kit, with the lowering links, if I wouldn't went all the way low, I would have been at 27 3/4. Okay, but like I said, that was scraping. So we went from 28 3/4, or I'm sorry, 28 3/16 to 28 and a half. So it dropped it about ½ inch. Is that right? Sorry, but I suck at math, but that actually lowered it about 28, yeah, about ½ inch. Like I said, I wish I would have went down to the inch, which would put me at 27, but it was scraping. It was scraping too much, and I didn't want to take that chance. Also, the actual ride comfortability change, it was actually a little bit more bouncy, and that was in normal mode. Normally, I get bouncy like that when I'm in sport mode or sport plus, but it changed it. So what I did is I only went ½ inch. Now it looks pretty sick. Let me turn the camera around. So before, I was able to get about 2.5 fingers in here. Now I can get 1 finger. That's what she said. So I can get 1 finger comfortably in here. And then this one, yep, 1 finger comfortably in there. Once again, before it was about 2 fingers. I think the back's always going to be lower. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. So yeah, this one's about 1 finger, and this one's about 1 finger. So it did make a difference. Now, when you're driving, it does get lower for, I guess for aerodynamic C's. Is that a word? Aerodynamic C? or aerodynamics. I was trying to make up a word. But what I want to do is I want to show you the links. Here are the plastic links that are actually on the actual car that comes stock from the car. Man, looks like I got a butterfly collar. There we go. Okay, these are the ones that are come stock. They're plastic. I'm actually going to save them. The great thing about it is you can actually reverse if you want to go back to normal settings. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to raise the car up real quick just to show you the links again, just to see what they look like. They actually look pretty clean. So let's do that right now. All right, so hopefully you're able to see it in there. I'm trying to look through the camera, but let me see if I can focus in there. There it is right there. There it is right there. So that's the lowering link right there. Okay, so we did have it at 1.5 inches, and that actually slammed the car hard. So the tire was actually tucked inside of here. It looked sick, it looked crazy, but that wasn't my style, and plus it was going to scrape a lot. So right here, from here to here, see the silver part? It's at 1.25 inches. Okay, so that 1.25 inches, like you saw earlier, put me about 1 finger distance here. So it actually dropped it about 3/4 inch. Okay, so it looks pretty cool. Still not sacrificing the ride quality. Now the ones in the back, oh my god, that's going to be a hard one. Let me see if I can just turn the camera around. You can probably see them in there. I don't know. They're in there. Okay, if you can see them, cool. If you can't see them, I'm actually wearing dress pants, so I'm not trying to get low. But yeah, those were really difficult. Ooh, oh, hello, how you doing? Those are really difficult. Now, we didn't take the tires off. I keep saying we like I did it. They didn't take the tires off because they were able to access it, but also they also had it in the lift, so it actually dropped all the tires down, so it was like having the tire off. So they went in there, popped them in there. Once again, we adjusted them. We did keep the back just a hair higher because obviously when you have passengers in the back, it's actually gonna drop, and I don't wanna be scraping as I'm driving. So anyway, guys, there is my Porsche lowered. Actually, let me do this. Let me get a shot of it lowering by itself. And guess what, guys? Thank you so much for all my subscribers. I noticed that I'm getting a lot more subscribers. I appreciate that, guys. Please share, please subscribe, esquirelife.com. Guess what? I just modified my Porsche. It looks pretty sick. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.